you so much for joining us in the studio, Mr.
Morning.
Ogunlaja. Right, so what's your analysis of the ongoing minimum wage negotiations, considering the federal government's offer of 62,000 naira, Labour's adamant demand of 250,000 naira, and the organized private sector's proposal of 54,000 naira? It's just a whole lot of mixed bags. What exactly has been your reading of all of this?
Thank you. The present humbug on the anticipated minimum wage is a reflection of corrupt reading Nigerian society, where the belief is that let those who are worthy continue to have more, and let the poor be humbled into submission. And as the president pleaded that we should allow them to breathe, they are going to suffocate to death. There is no disputing the fact that the economy is in a comatose, and we should all make efforts to ensure its growth. But where there is flagrant display of opulence by some people who are supposed to be kind-hearted, people-centered, humane, God-fearing, and they are not doing all this, to the extent that you drive commoners out of the streets with your fleet of vehicles, SUVs, new one, all these convoy vehicles, and you're not asking Nigerians to now come to collect paltry sum. Who survives Nigeria now with anything that less than 200,000 naira? Who survives? There's no room and parlor in Lagos State that is less than about 20,000 naira per month. And when your salary is just 60,000 naira, the moment you take rent out of it, you're in trouble. And to what's the matter? NEPA is now 225 per kilowatts.
For the band A's.
For band A. Even those who are not in band A, you just find the band A something on your system, and when you go to report, you say that meter, it was supposed to be in Lekki, supposed to be there. Who made that mistake? So the point I'm making is that our leaders must be conscious of what they are doing. As predators, if your survival depends on the people you are serving. If as predators you decide to kill senselessly the animals in the same cage with you, then by the time you have done all that, when you are now starving, what will you kill again? And mind you, when people are pushed to the wall, the response is always not palatable. And I hope the Nigerian government and the powers that be will not allow this to happen.
All right.
So based on that, I want to say that the current umbrella, the current between labor, the organized private sector, which has now taken side with the government, is uncalled for, because antecedents and what we are saying has not shown that the economy is so bad that this amount cannot be accommodated.
All right, so let's be very realistic here. The 250,000 naira that the Labour is
yes.
asking, how realistic is this? That aside, there are other issues that come into play here,
yeah.
Such as sustainability, viability, and also the productivity of the staffs involved that we are fighting in. Some of the states, how viable are they? In the sense that if you look at their internally generated revenue, what they are bringing in, some of these states should not even exist in the first place, because some of the states are sometimes even larger than some other countries in terms of resources, in terms of manpower and all. So what do you make of this? Answer my first question. Okay,
thank you. I want to say that demand of labor for 250,000 naira per month as minimum wage is a bit outrageous. I agree with that. But labor knows what it's doing. It's like when you go to the market. No market woman will tell you the exact price.
So are
they
pricing the
yes, knowing full well that you are going to do some cutting of the price. So that's why it's called, there will be engagement, the bilateral discussion. The moment you have a point, a starting point, when you are discussing, if your starting point is your end point, you can't discuss again. So starting point of labor was actually about 1,000, about 100 and something thousand, 100 and some, almost a million. That was the first demand before they went. When they now moved to 449. Later they moved down. Now they are saying 250. But the point I'm saying is that government is taking people for granted. Let me put it that way. I mean the tripartite committee. Because you are not dealing with people as if they are beggars. You are moving from 30,000 to 40,000. You are 40,000 to 60,000. Now said 62,000. What are you doing? Are you saying people are not human beings?
But this committee mentioned that while considering that 62,000 naira, they had to take into consideration some of our relatives, the sustainability of some states.
Very good.
Because if this state cannot pay, that's providing another larger problem. Okay.
One of the realities is that all states in Nigeria, they are extravagant. What is a state like? Okay, I don't mention. What are some states doing with retinue of advisors, political liaison officers, commissioners? Under normal circumstances, no state should have more than 10 commissioners. There are civil servants there. There are permanent secretaries there. Commissioners are made to coordinate, to give direction based on the policy of government. After commissioners, what do you need? Military regimes have had in the past that perform very well with only commissioners, just about 10 or 12. You don't need advisors, you don't need all these. So if you can cut costs, definitely you make the money available. Then what is the wastage in terms of people, officers, public officers being given new vehicles, new housing and all this while? When I was in school, we look forward to coming out and buying a Beetle that was just 2,000 naira then. 2,000 naira will be with insurance, with number plate, with all the documents.
And then you buy fuel at around 7 naira.
7 naira then. How many public servants can look forward to buying new vehicles now? Only to Kumbo. 50 years of use. How many can say, I want to have my own building now? You dare not. So the point, like the studies carried out in 2016, that for an average Nigerian earning about 16,000 or 18,000 naira the minimum wage, we did about 750 years. 750 years to earn the salary of a serving senator then. 750. So what are we saying? That was then, not now. That is now among us. That is now killing. That is now unreasonable. So how and the same market will go to. So someone earning about 25 million every month, someone pleading to earn 250, which I consider to be a bit high, I agree, but 62,000 naira per month is insulting.
Apart from the fact that, apart from that, the fact that you said, or